Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here with Wakefield in League One. Our first season in League One after getting promoted last season in the playoffs. We now sit 4 games. We sit in second with three wins, 1 loss, and that loss is actually against Sheffield Wednesday. 10 goals for, 2 against, and we ended off last episode with an absolute thrashing against Charlton Athletic, a 5-1 win, in which we've seen Hoffman, we've seen Parker, who's now our new cam at the time, being Laird get on the score sheet, Rowe get on the score sheet. As far as our youth objective, or not youth objectives, our board objectives, we are obviously second in the league right now, so we're doing good early. We have 2 out of 10 clean sheets already, which is fantastic. We have 4 positions already scoring a goal. That's actually our front 4. Hoffman at striker, Parker at cam, Laird at left wing, and then Rowe at right wing. And then have it be a top goal scorer of the league. We won't know that until the end of the season. But Hoffman's honestly looking good already. We haven't really got a manager of the month yet. We haven't really had the opportunity. Maybe at the end of this month, if we win these last 2 games, that's a high possibility to already get that done. And then we have 2 out of 3 scouters with a potential of 83 already. And here they are. I believe it's obviously Esposito who had like an 88 potential like that. And then I believe Huber had an 87 potential. Neil doesn't count because he was from last season. Biachini had an 82 potential. So we'll see what happens with him. And actually, he's almost a center back. And talking about center backs, Gormley and Bertrand have been stepping up big early in this season, proving why they shouldn't be dropped already. But for now, Burns will be dropped by Parker, as well as Rowe will actually replace McGovern. I actually liked how Rowe played that last game against Charlton Athletic. Today's episode, we have Morkambe, who's on 9 points. We'll play that game off the rip. And we will simulate through Burton to make sure we get the win. That way we have a better chance of winning Manager of the Month. And then we'll get into next month as well. But let's kick it off here with Morkambe, who won League 1 or League 2 last season when we was in there. We are going to play in our yellow kits because we haven't played with that at all this season quite yet. Parker, Rowe getting their second official start. He'll lay it off for Parker. Parker, who's off to a great start. Maybe even getting off to a better start. No. And for Cooney. And Cooney's in behind. And Evans can't save that one. And Morkambe are up in front early. Fisher on the header. 1-1. Finally, we have a big midfielder that can actually head the ball. And Fisher gets his first goal, for me at least, on the club. I know for sure he's already scored in simulations. Fisher in for Rowe. Rowe's first touch lets him down, but he gets it off the rebound, and he finds the back of the net. And we might be going to the break with the lead. It's 2-1. And we go into the break with a 2-1 lead against Morkambe. Laird should have that. He will, but back into the box it goes. Off the crossbar. Forcing the keeper to try to save it. To easy tap in for Morkambe. And it's 2-2. In for Hoffman. Hoffman has a little bit of space. Hoffman on his left foot. Hoffman quickly regains the lead. It's 3-2 now. A 3-2 win against top side Morkambe. And what could have been a 3-3 draw if they would not have been offside there. It's a good win against a good side. Evan Clark has been loaned out to Dundalk for the next season. It might even be a loan to buy, I can't lie, but I'm not quite sure. But he's gone for this season at least. And Biasini from a right wing back to a center back. He jumps from 61 to 63 overall. I'm tempted to bring him in and loan him out straight away. I can't lie. But I'm going to look to grow him a little bit more. And maybe come January, he'd become good enough to be in the starting 11 or the bench. And talking about that, Bertrand is out with a red card suspension. We go ahead and quick sim this game against Burton. And it's a 3-3 draw. Hoffman, Laird, and Rowe all on the score sheet. Hoffman missing a penalty in the 33rd minute, which probably would have seen us win the game. But it's a 3-3 win, or 3-3 draw, I should say. Not win. We didn't win at all. And we get no more midfielders coming in through buying them. Maybe even we might be able to find somebody in the free agent market, whatever still. But for now, we are going to try and focus on finding them through the Youth Academy. And in fact, here is the next round of scouts from the Youth Academy Italy, who started off good last time around. Looking to slow down a little bit, it looks like. Maybe Paolo D'Angelo, no. His overall is too low there in that range. When the range is that big, you almost don't want to bring him in. And when there's this many positions, you really don't want to bring him in either. This guy, Nicholas Goulon, out on international duty. We will quick sim this game against Oxford United at home, and it's a 2-3 loss. I think honestly not having Evans as a right back, and we don't really have any right back options. Mason's not very good right back there. Hoffman scoring as well as Parker. Parker got a consolation goal in the 81st minute. It's a loss against a mid-table side team. Still out on international duty against Colchester. It's a loss probably. No, it's a 2-1 win. Parker and Hoffman on the score sheet. I knew bringing in Parker would actually be a good idea. I'm glad we did it. Stevenage at home. They are a poor side, and we somehow only get a draw. And it took an 88-minute leveler to get it. Hoffman on the score sheet again. He's might have scored every single game so far already. Northampton have 4 points in the league. I'm trying to get rid of these Deadwood games. How are we drawing to these teams? Surely we win against Portsmouth. I'm running out of options. Our last scout reports from these three nations, at least for the 3-month tenure, Simone Binacci, he will be rejected, as well as these two will be rejected. France and Germany haven't really brought in anyone else. They really haven't. This might have some potential. This guy, Junior Bernard, no. And it was absolutely horrific. We will send some scouts back out. This guy, he's looking like the best. We will send him. We'll go back to England. Actually, we'll go to England with the worst one, to be honest. We will go to Southern Europe, Spain. See if we can find any Spaniards. This guy will send to England for not 6 months, but 3 months. And then Alex Vilk, he can go to Hoffman, tied with the top goal scorer alongside Russell of Barnsley. 9 goals in 11 matches. That's a little bit of a curse there. We are going to look to extend that here against Exeter. I'm going to go ahead and play this game because I'm losing my mind of these ties back to back. We will play in our red kit. They will play in their black and pinkish kit. And we will get into the game and hopefully get a win. And he gets a ball in behind, and Cox has a lead for Exeter City. Clean sheet gone already to him. Hoffman on his right foot. Hoffman, 1-1. And we level it up here, and Hoffman on the score sheet, 10-12 now. Laird wins the ball back, finds Burns, and he'll quickly find Hoffman. Hoffman, massive touch, but it doesn't matter. He has tons of space, and he takes it and takes the net with him. It's 2-1 for Wakefield. And Rowe will have a shot at it, blocked. Petit, 3-1, and that's a win done for sure. That's also another center mid scoring as well. Bertrand did well there. It would be a consolation goal at this point off the crossbar. Gormley clears. That should be game over. It should be game over. Referee might allow them to play one more attack. They will, but Bertrand deals with it. Fisher just boots it up the field, and that's a 3-1 win against Exeter. We finally rebounded against multiple draws. A 3-0 win away from home against Plymouth Argyle, in which Laird and Young were out on international duty. So I'm not even sure who played left back. Hubert played left back. That's insane. Hoffman getting a brace. Fisher on his score sheet as well. That's another clean sheet as well. And Horgan, he finds Hanlon in behind. Hanlon just bottom right. It's 1-0 for Wakambe. Evans back to Petit. He fouled. Red card for the Wakambe midfielder. Holy, I don't know if that was a red card offense, but Daryl Horgan, he's gone 28 minutes in. Is this red card? I mean, I guess he didn't get no ball at all from behind. I guess it's a fair red card. In now for Tillo. He'll pass it. That gets past Gormley? How? It's 2-0 for Wakambe. They're down to 10 men, but they double the lead. I don't know how that ball gets past Gormley, but it did. And Petit, 2-1. We get a little bit of luck ourselves. And Petit gets his second goal of the season. Now Rowe. Fisher has to be first time finish. It's 2-2 quickly into the second half. And Fisher's on the score sheet again. And for Parker, no, it's a 2-2 draw against 10 men with Combi. A 3-2 win against Shrewsbury. Laird, Petit, and Young on the score sheet. Young scored the winner. And we will simulate through this game against Bristol Rovers. We'll jump in if need be. They're 5 points behind us, so I want to keep a little bit of interest in this game. Jump in if have to be, but I think this team can handle him. And Bristol Rovers take the lead. It's 1-0, Burke scoring. And they double the lead at halftime. We're going to have to jump in here and try to make a comeback in the second half. Now in for Hoffman. Hoffman's in behind here. Hoffman gets one back. It's 2-1. Still got time left here to grab an equalizer. Possibly even a winner if we get there. Rowe in behind. Hoffman's also in behind. Rowe's going to keep it at the time being it. Rowe's in behind as well. Rowe to level it. It's 2-2. Petit's not the player I want to shoot the ball, though. Out wide for Young. In for Laird. In for Hoffman. First time finish saved. We get a corner. We get one opportunity here to try and win our header. No, I don't want the player short. Laird. Fisher has to win this header. He does. Second ball. Keeper wins it. It's a 2-2 draw. So nearly to that winner. Now, we have been making a Carabao Cup journey. I've just been quick simming it, hoping we kind of lose. But we haven't been losing until now. Finally, when I talk about it, we lose. It's a 3-1 loss to Huddersfield. And finally, we are knocked out of the Carabao Cup. And to end the episode off here, we have scout reports from our next three nations. Starting off here with Dutchland, Jos Janssen. 850K at 17 years old. That's honestly not that good enough, but we'll bring him in just in case. And obviously for the potential objective. De Vries, no. Peters, no. And Baker, no. Next up is Homeland, England, and they look absolutely horrific. Next up, Spain. I see somebody very good at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to skip over him. Lozano. Michael Burno, 54 to 74 overall, potential from 68 to 94. Kind of wish it was 84, but it's not. 1.4 million. We go ahead and bring him in. He obviously has a potential over 83. So that's that objective done actually already. At that objective done, he is a center back, 65 overall at 16. It's beautiful to see from him. We will look to just grow him even more. Who else do we bring in? We bring in Janssen, a 17-year-old midfielder. We'll train him up as well to be a better midfielder for sure. But that will complete that objective. Hubert is looking decent. Bernal's looking decent. Janssen's looking alright. Neo's still looking good. Bianacci is honestly looking like a little bit of a drop-off now. But that's an objective done early into the season. And honestly, I might change that to something else. Maybe for next episode. We'll see out. But that's the end of this episode. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And peace out.